This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Monday, November 11th. It will be mostly sunny and pleasant today with a high of 78, clear tonight with a low of 54. Here are today's headlines. After months of disagreement and dispute, the North Texas town of Fairview agreed to participate in mediation with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints over the proposed McKinney Texas Temple, which has drawn national attention in a debate around religious freedom, zoning laws, and the town's identity. The non-binding mediation, according to a statement from Fairview Mayor Henry Lesner, may help the town and church avoid a lawsuit. Last month, the town council announced a zoning defense fund to collect donations to protect the town from potential litigation from the church. Church officials have not announced plans to sue the town and did not comment on potential litigation or the town's fund. The proposed temple is a 43,000 square foot, 65-foot tall building with a spire reaching almost 174 feet. The temple was planned for a lot next to an existing meeting house in the town. The lot falls under residential area zoning restrictions, limiting buildings to a maximum height of 35 feet. If built, it would be the town's tallest building. While members of the church have said the proposed temple would accommodate the church's growing population, those in opposition said a building of that size would look out of place in a residential neighborhood. In other news, Nate Weymouth hopes the results of last week's election lead to change in Dallas that he can feel. The Preston Hollow neighborhood renter says it's common for police not to respond to reports from neighbors about car break-ins or other crimes he admits are lower level, but still impact residents' sense of safety. So he was happy to vote for Proposition U, which narrowly passed Tuesday with 50.5% support from Dallas voters and includes a new city charter mandate that Dallas maintain a force of at least 4,000 cops, an increase of around 900. The charter provision also requires Dallas to direct at least 50% of excess yearly revenue toward funding its police and fire pension system, hiring more cops, and boosting officers' starting pay. The mandate would require the city to redirect a projected $37.5 million in revenue in its first year. That's according to Jeanette Whedon, the city's budget director. Many current and former elected officials and city leaders united to urge voters to reject the proposition and two others, warning the changes would tie up the city and drain its financial resources. Two political action committees against the trio of propositions raised at least $1 million combined to try to defeat them. But the messaging did not resonate with voters like Weymouth, who was drawn by the idea of a concrete requirement that forces the city to hire more cops to meet public safety needs. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys' 6-game home winning streak over the Philadelphia Eagles came crashing to a halt on Sunday, and any doubt it was going to happen was erased with Philadelphia's first touchdown. Dallas never found the end zone in a 34-6 loss as the Cowboys lost their fifth straight at home. Dak Prescott's replacement, Cooper Rush, completed 13 passes for 45 yards. Rico Dowdle had 12 carries for 53 yards. Ezekiel Elliott returned from his absence last week with 6 carries for 22 yards, but his fumble into the end zone killed the Cowboys' best chance of a touchdown yesterday. On the other side of the ball, the Cowboys' defense sacked Jalen Hurts 5 times in the first half. Micah Parsons' return gave Dallas a front seven that could play. Eventually, Hurts picked apart the Cowboys' secondary, though, completing 14 passes for 202 yards, a pair of touchdowns, and an interception. He also ran for 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys have an extra day to prepare for their next game when they welcome the Houston Texans to AT&T Stadium next Monday night. And later today, Michelin will announce its first round of Texas's best restaurants. If you are not one of the lucky ones to get an invite, you can still watch it on YouTube. Michelin will live stream the 90-minute show on YouTube. The ceremony announcing Texas's best restaurants starts at 7 p.m. French restaurant review company Michelin is known for its star system, and that's the most anticipated portion of this evening. Representatives from Michelin will announce the 1, 2, and 3-star restaurants across Texas. Note that Texas is not guaranteed to have restaurants in all 3-star levels or in any. 3 stars is Michelin's highest award, and it is the hardest to get. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.